If you have ever asked yourself, why can't I be consistent? Do I need to set more goals for myself? Or maybe ask yourself, why can't I be motivated to do the things I want to do? If you have ever asked yourself any of these questions before, then this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear, is for you. We are going to break the book into three parts. One, the core ideas that the book puts across. Two, how it applies to real life. And the last thing we will do is to have a 7-day challenge that will help us practicalize this book. Now, let's learn. Small habits do compound. James Clear in the book says that small habits don't feel powerful until they are. You need to know that the things that you do consistently, no matter how small it compounds and the impact becomes magnificent. Just like money grows with interest, that is the way habits compounds over time. The book Atomic Habits talks about a very powerful concept, and that is the phase change concept. This is the point or the time at which something shifts phase or changes from one state to another, the point at which it happens. A typical example is an ice block melting to water. At 5 degrees Celsius, you see nothing change. At 4, nothing. At 1, nothing. But at 0, you see change. It becomes water. It did not start at 1. It started from somewhere. That is how change is. What was happening at 5, at 4, at 1, it wasn't useless. It was preparing for the significant change. And that is how we pick habits new and we make them become a part of us. That is how we pick habits and we get to be consistent with it and we benefit from it and we get the change that we envision, the change that we want because of which we started the new habit. So when you start something and you don't see change, it doesn't mean that nothing is happening. Something is happening. Give time so that the phase change concept can work in your life. Another core idea that the book puts across is that identity always comes before results. So, when you set up your mind to become something, it requires you to do something new. That is the beginning of a new habit, meaning this was not something that you were already doing, but now you intend to do because you want to become something new. You need to know that for you to become good at reading, you don't have to say things like, I am trying to read, I am trying to learn how to read. No, change your identity. So instead of saying, I'm trying to get better at reading, tell yourself, say, I am a reader. Instead of being consistent at exercising, which you are finding difficulty at, tell yourself, I exercise constantly. Let there be a shift in your identity. Anytime that you repeat a task or you repeat a new habit, it is a vote for the new person you want to become. You must understand that change will not come automatically to you. No, you need to internalize it. You need to accept the identity that yes, I am a reader. Yes, I am good at managing money. Yes, I am good at keeping up with my exercise schedule. Yes, I am good at eating healthy. That is how you change. That is how the identity or the habit becomes part of you because you have accepted it as an identity and it is part of you. You associate with it, you identify with that new habit. The book highlights the fact that motivation is overrated. Most people fail at new habits they want to learn because they want to rely on motivation. Perhaps they went for a talk show and they were advised on how to start eating healthy and they want to rely on the motivation that came to them at the program. and they are expecting that this motivation will be able to sustain them for a week, a month, or even a year. It doesn't work this way. Motivation is like feelings. It is fleeting, it passes, it is not consistent. So the fact that you just came out of church and your pastor talked about reading your Bible and you decide that every day you are going to read your Bible, if that is not a habit that you are used to, that motivation is not enough. Your day needs to be structured. You need to have a system around how you are going to read the Bible. Because if you rely on motivation, you will not do that thing up to even a week. You will find yourself doing it and stopping it because you didn't build a structure. You cannot become consistent with a habit that is difficult to start. And once it is new, it is automatically difficult. It might not be difficult in the first days, but it is new. So you need to have a system. You need to structure your day, your routine. Everything in your life has to be tailored along the lines of helping you pick up this new habit and making it become a part of you. Environment is everything. To start a new habit, your environment matters. You cannot overlook your environment and try to start something new. It is like living in a house where junk food is so common and you decide that you are going to start the habit of eating vegetables or eating healthy. It's going to be difficult. Your environment has a way of influencing you to do the things that you want to do. No matter how important it is, no matter how you want to do it, you have to make your environment helpful. The book says that you don't rise to the level of your willpower, you fall to the influence that your environment gives you. So you have to be intentional. For instance, you want to go to the gym. Maybe you have to lay out your gym clothes in the evening before you go to bed so that when you wake up, what you first see is your gym clothes. It will have a mental effect on you to put it on and hit the gym. You want to eat healthy, you have to pack your junk food away. You want to dress more decently, you have to pack the clothes that you yourself you think is indecent. You have to pack it away, because tell me how you are going to wear the clothes you really want if it is not easily accessible. So it is like putting your environment in order. You make sure that the things that are close to you, the things that you can easily put your hands on, they are facilitating the new change you want to pick up, the new habit you want to start. That way, you are using your environment for you and not the other way around, where your environment fights against the new habit you want to start. Now, let's see how we can apply this book in our lives. The book shares some hacks that we can use to help us start making new habits a part of us. Number one is habit stacking. This is a concept that talks about how you can attach a new habit to an already existing habit. How? The things that are part of you, the things that no matter what happens in a day, you will do them. For instance, no matter what happens a day, when you wake up, you brush your teeth. After a long day's work, you come and lay down on your bed. There are things that have become part of us. Though they are habits, now it appears as though we can't just do with them. It's just because we've done it consistently. The same thing applies to the new habit you want to start. If you will be able to do it consistently, it will also become a part of you to the extent that you will even think you can't do without it. So now, this is how you do habit stacking. You find something that you're already doing and you attach the new one to it. So you say something like, I will read my book after brushing my teeth. So you will definitely brush your teeth. So now you attach the new habit to that. The moment it happens, it becomes easy for the other one to follow. Or before I lay down on my bed, I will pack my gym clothes. So that way you are stacking your new habits to already existing ones. And this is how systems are built. This is how you get a structure in your day, in your environment, to help facilitate the new change you want to have. The second has is track progress. When you are doing these new things, as you have stuck your new habit to an old one, have a way of tracking it. It can be a notebook in which you write, it can just be a checklist that you do. Seeing progress, it has effects on our minds. When you see yourself taking, when you see yourself maybe putting sheets of paper in a bottle to mark that you've done it, it has a way of making you do it more, because progress is right before your eyes. You are seeing something that is telling you that you did this yesterday, you did it the day before, and it pushes you, it motivates you psychologically. It makes you see yourself as a winner, it makes you see yourself as a doer, and so it moves you to go forward and do it more. So find a way of tracking progress with whatever new habits that you start. Our most favorite part in this whole video, our challenge for this week. So this week, this book is telling us that we can start any habit and make it consistent. So this week, for the next 7 days, pick a habit that you want to do, something that you know that if you're able to do it consistently, you'll be happy. The impact of it will better your life. Pick that thing. And for the next 7 days, remember, we are not looking for perfection, but consistency. Make sure you show up every day in the next 7 days. Do that thing, even if it is for 1 minute or 2 minutes. Just focus on being consistent. Success, remember, it bets more success. The fact that you're able to do it for 7 days, you will see yourself progressively doing it a day after, and there you find yourself being consistent. As we end today's video, I want you to know this, that you can build your future on a daily basis. Every day, ask yourself, what can I do to make me the person I want to become? And just stick to it. Show up each day. Remember, any repeated habit is a vote for the person you want to become. Remember, this YouTube channel is all about growing with me, the Bridget Ofori. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. See you next week. Bye bye.